In this short video, I want to help teach you how to use a textbook. Now, I didn't say how to read a textbook, I said how to use one, because you don't generally read a textbook word for word from beginning to end. You use it, you get the information out that you need. So there's a few strategies to help with this. First, know the information you need. So we're taking some notes, and those notes are here. And so let's find out what we need to know. So we're going to use some words to describe the rocks, a sketch. So we need to know what the rock looks like. We also need to know how the rock is made. Okay, so what it looks like, what it's made, and then what are the two kinds of metamorphic rock. So another way of saying that is, how is it classified? What's the classification? There's going to be more than one kind. What are they called? What are they like? And some examples. So that's what we need to know. So now we just have to find that information. So let's go back with that knowledge. We'll go back to the text. Now you can see the text is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages long, but I see a table at the end. Tables are really good. And so let's figure out what to do here. So here's the strategies. Number one was find out what you need to know. Okay. The next thing I would always do is I would always read the first paragraph. The first paragraph is going to give you some background information, and that's important. But then the second thing to do is look at the headings. Those are the things in green. There's a few of them. It looks like there's 3. Okay? So let's look at the first heading. That's an important thing to look at. Headings. The formation of metamorphic rocks. Bingo! That's what we were looking for. So we're going to read under there, because this next paragraph, or these next paragraphs, are about the formation of metamorphic rocks. But I don't even have to read all those. Another clue of where the important information is what's ever in bold. Okay, so this is in bold. So we're definitely going to read that in bold, and we're going to probably find the information we need there. And then we can look further and get more details. These details right here and here, turns out that those are details we don't need to know unless you're in honors. So we've got our first one. So let's keep on going. Now we're still looking for the different kinds. How is it classified? So we can just keep on going until we see some clue that gives us that kind of information. Oh, here we go. Right here. Classification of metamorphic rocks. Again, if it's in bold, we know that's important. So it tells us right here, in bold, in general, what the answer there is. And then right underneath this green heading, we see 2 different kinds of metamorphic rocks. So one is going to be here, and one is going to be here. So before we even write those down, or before we even read more, let's go back to our page. And we know here, one kind is this, and one kind is that, foliated and non-foliated. And now we just see, let's review what we need to know. We need to describe it and give some examples. So we'll go back to here. We're just switching back and forth. We're going to find a description of it here. And then we need some examples. Well, look at the picture. Because in the picture, it gives you one example. But if we go back down to the table, tables are always a very condensed place to find information. This is a great place to find information. Here we got 4 different kinds of one kind of rock, right? And then we have 3 different kinds of this kind of rock. So there's a ton of information in here. So let's review really quickly. The first thing we're going to want to do is, before we pull information from the text, is know what we need to know by looking at this note page. Know what we need to know. The second thing is read the first paragraph. The third would be pay attention to the headings and be sure to read what's in the bold. If you need more information, you can always read more. And then the third thing, or the last thing would be, certainly look at all the pictures, because there's more examples in the pictures. But the last one would be look at the tables. There's a lot of good information in a table. And remember, when you're looking at the tables, be sure you're looking at the headings and know how the table is organized. So I hope that was helpful.